What is up, guys? Kid Quest VR here, and today we going over the dynamics of the game mode football in Big Ballers VR and how it works. So there will be two teams. I think it's a max of 5v5, so 10 people, and you will start at the 50-yard line. And deciding whatever it decides on, a ball will be kicked off, and that's how the game will start. And the people usually just rush to the middle to grab the ball. And this is a custom. Not a lot of people do it, but not a lot of people really think it's a rule. Respecting the ball. So when it's your kickoff, this is how it works. When it's your kickoff, but the other team gets the ball, if you had touched it, it's their ball. They don't gotta respect it because you fumbled. But if you didn't touch it and it just bounced, and they snatch it, they're probably gonna say the teammates are probably gonna say respect, but the person is probably going to go in for a running touchdown. If they don't, they're most likely going to get peer pressured into, respecting it. And there are two main ways of stopping a person. There's the actual version, and there's a version that will make everyone mad. So the first version is tackling. Tackling is done by putting both of your hands and tackling them with both your hands inside their abdomen. It works sometimes. These hitbox are wonky. And the other version is just flagging, where you smack it out of their hand. And with the way with not flagging and just regular tackling, you will, wherever you tackle, that's where you'll start off next run with. But if you're flagged, you get instantly reset to the 50-yard line, or wherever you have started. And with the way this is worked, it can get pretty annoying at sometimes, but there is one thing about it, and that's what we're going to get into next. Downs. There are 4 downs until you either switch, or the other person gets the ball, or if the person was flagged or deemed flagged on the last play, it will reset back to first down, and then you keep the ball. So say if I tackle them, it's their ball because it's 4th down, but if they smacked it out of my hand, it's our down, and we start back at 50-yard line. And there are 4 downs, and you can reset the down by doing, getting to the first yard line. The first yard line is this. We're going to get into lines. So there's 2 lines. The line of scrimmage and the first yard line. The line of scrimmage is mainly for the quarterbacker to know where they cannot pass or where not to step over when making a pass. So say this line was the line of scrimmage. This pass is okay. But if I step any past it, it's going to be an instant, I think it's a down. Yeah, an instant down. You get no yards because the person never catched it. And yeah. And with the catching it, the best way to catch it is to just hold your trigger, your bottom trigger, not your top trigger, because your top trigger don't catch the ball, as you can see. Look. That's with me with my top trigger, and me with my top trigger. So you always want to use the one that your your middle finger will be at. That's how you close your hand in football. What else is there? Oh yeah, okay. This one is a big one. The score. This is a lot to go over. The score will be determined by touchdowns, safeties, and that's it. A safety is where you get your opposing team so close into their end zone. If you tackle them in their end zone, the ball will be kicked off back to you, and that's how the game will go. And then you get an actual touchdown. It's first to 28, and then you win. So that's 4 touchdowns. Each touchdown is worth, each touchdown is worth 6. So wait, actually it's 24, my bad. So yeah, each touchdown is worth 6. 4 touchdowns to win. And that's where you can fumble it a lot. Since you have to get 4 touchdowns, and each game probably takes around maybe 10 minutes. That's if you get enough people and you don't get a speed attack. Oh yeah, speaking of that, I forgot to mention, if you are down in your end zone, actually no, wait, that's what we'll go over. Throwing and rushing and X no pressure. So when you run, or when you're a quarterback, you have 2 options. You can throw it and not call X. How do we already have 10 points? Who cares? But yeah, you can run it and call X. or run it without calling X, meaning that if your people are not open, you don't have to throw it out. You can run it, but you can just straight up run it. That's usually what we do to get first down. With with X, with calling X no pressure means you cannot be rushed. Though a lot of too popular belief, people actually don't think it's a real thing, a real rule in here. I don't actually think it is either. I just think it's a little respectful to give people. And a lot of people don't even like running, so rushing, you're just running the ball. People like to just like what they like to call. Oh, I missed what they like to call bean topping, which that's the term you'll hear a lot. So yeah, with throwing, there is a thing called a flag snatch. Though you won't. When it happens to you, you'll see it, but when you do it, you're not going to totally notice, and you might get yelled at. Flag snatching is where on the person's screen, say they thought they were going to catch this, but then it magically disappears out of their hand. The person behind them had snatched it. That's basically, I think it's a little bug where if it's in their person's hand, you can grab it quickly because time period. Usually, when you drop it, they can. You'll have a split second. You'll grab it, but then they'll also grab it. It'll cause a little bug. Yeah, that's a little fun to do. It's funny, but it's not really nice. You'll probably get yelled at. And yeah, slang. I'm gonna go off all over terms. Excellent pressure. You cannot rush. The person will throw it. Head top. That's where basically a person's in front of them and they jump for the ball, but the person who calls head tops, most of the time the quarterback will throw it to them just to be nice. And if they catch it over the person's head, that's what you call a head top. And a lot of people do this, just like compare height. It's not really that nice. I wouldn't recommend doing it if you're just now starting it. Now, if you're a veteran, you have some leeway of you can say it because a lot of people, if you are a high level, so let's say you are not my level is not even high at all. So say you're about expert and beyond. You have leeway to say it because if you're a trainee, so say you're in these ranges from skilled to rookie or skilled to trainee, people are going to call you lucky and it was no skill, but if you have a lot of experience, they're going to say that was pure skill. Because trainees, people say they just started the game. There's no way they're good. Just not throw it to them. But then if they get a lucky catch, it's not luck. A person could just be starting the game and be really good at it, but just have crappy teammates. And that's really stupid. And here, if you go to beta warning, well, no, not beta warning. If you go to American football, you will see the classic American footballs. These are rules. No one reads them. If you would like to do it with your friends, bring the ball into the end zone, easy. Tackle by hitting the torso with both hands. No throwing while past the line of scrimmage. First down every 25 yards. 3 Mississippi for rushing. Okay, let's talk about the 3 Mississippi for rushing rule. You gotta go 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and then rush. But sadly, no one does that. They will just say, hey, I'm gonna run it, and run it. And sadly, there's no field goal mechanic, though that would be cool. You could just go, field goal, or field goal, and you can score a field goal. And let's talk about the player base of football. You have a range from trainee to god. You might find a legend or a big baller in there somewhere. It's not rare. It's pretty common because you're playing one of the 2 biggest sports in this game. I mean, like you have Blade Ballers, Home Run Derby, and full court basketball. They're all still in beta. They don't show what their play count is. The 2 top are half court basketball because people don't like running. American football. Yeah, half court basketball has a lot more players than American football does. That's only because of one reason. Football doesn't have ranked. So if you want to play right now, if you want to be on a ranked football team for Big Ballers Yard, you have to join a BBFL team, Big Ballers Football League, where you have scheduled matches and you're actually on a team. And that's, I'm pretty sure, how you end up in the Hall of Fame for winning a tournament. And I'm pretty sure that's also how you unlock one of the hardest unlockables. Win a tournament or win a crown tournament. These two are really hard to get. Though I've seen these multiple. I've seen this one more than I've seen this one. I might be totally wrong, but a tournament you have to be on. I'm pretty sure you have to be on a BBFL team. You can register anytime. I don't think they. I don't think they have an age limit. I think you just have to be old enough to be like. I think you gotta be like 13 years old. I think. And most of y'all watching, or I've seen on my database, is a lot older than 18 or 13. So y'all will be fine. And also, big thing, you will get clowned on for this, and that is your ping. I know y'all seen me in videos have 800 ping. I have terrible ping. That doesn't happen a lot, but it will happen time to time. You will get terrible ping. So you got players see. Right now, I have perfect ping. I'm in a lobby by myself. That's only because I'm in a lobby by myself. No one's in here with me. No one exists. But when you get up to max players, your ping will go from this to this. But it's all about the frame rate and how damaged or how your VR is in this condition. That's how it works. Okay. I think that's all I've got on to this, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed. I hope this helped you out a lot. And I hope y'all enjoyed. And I hope this helps you through your journey to GOAT rank if you're going to do that. So, with that out of the way, guys, I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.